it's Elisa and Cameron, your CW stars here at CD 102.5's Big Room.
We're here for the CD release party of local Columbus band LVX. So this is Star Sounds. Let's go check it out.
Madonna girl, now you got me going and I said sticks and stones cannot break all my fragile bones, cause I grew out of such childish games since I left you. Yeah, you got me saying.
So right now, I'm sitting down with LVX. You guys just got done with an awesome show. You guys got a new album out. How are you guys feeling?
Awesome.
Ecstatic.
Great.
How about you?
Ecstatic.
Ecstatic? How about you, Jesse?
It really feels good. It's been a long time coming, and it's a great feeling to finally have it out and you know, share it with the public. So we're excited.
Awesome. Now, how did you guys form? You guys are sets of brothers, so were your parents like on the same soccer mom team, or how did you guys meet?
Kind of like that. We actually we went to like a small private school, and so Cameron and I, we were same grade, and then Jesse and Tuck were in the same grade, and actually Jesse and I are brothers, and those two are brothers, and so we actually grew up skateboarding, which is kind of like very far from what we do now, but you know, we grew up skateboarding and you know, doing all that fun stuff, and eventually just started picking up instruments and said, hey, let's see what happens. So
now, obviously you say pick up instruments. What are your guys' influences on your music? Because it's like an electro, fusion, rock, and I mean, the energy's high. What are some of your guys' influence, and what kind of molded your sound?
Well, I mean, we started out playing at our church, like youth band, and like the guy that kind of taught us and that we worked with was really into U2 and like Radiohead and Coldplay and stuff like that, and really introduced us to this kind of like genre of rock that we weren't really all too familiar with. And I think because we played that sound every week and you know, we learned that way, we really started to appreciate it and kind of figure out how we can make it our own, because there's so many great elements in, you know, sort of that music, but I think there's some areas definitely where we can like expand upon or make it our own sound. And so I'd say those are like our influences, but we go everywhere. I mean, Cameron likes Skrillex, and he's totally in control of all the synth and, you know, all of that stuff.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. And then I think I like a lot more of the CD 102.5, the alternative station kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, speaking of alternative, I mean, your guys' energy on stage is out of this world. You guys are jumping around, you're rocking out. Where does that come from? I know you guys are brothers, but where do you guys get that energy besides drinking 5 Red Bulls before a show, you know? Where do you get that energy?
I think it's nervous energy, and then you kind of funnel it into, and you channel it into, you know, like you have a bunch of people, whether it's 5 people or, you know, sometimes 500 people who want to watch you play. So you just kind of, you get in this groove where you're just excited to see people's reaction when you do something right or when you're entertaining. So I think really watching the fans' reaction of everything kind of, I mean, for me personally, it drives everything and it makes me want to perform better.
fuels it.
Yeah.
And the music itself, I think the music is very, like when you're out there, it may take a song or two, but like some point when you're on stage, like it just kind of like takes control over you, and it just doesn't really matter like who's out there or what's going on. You just kind of have to move, and that, for me, that fuels most of the energy.
That's awesome. So besides the 10 monsters, that's what fuels the energy, because it's awesome, man. Now, your name, LVX, where does that come from? Tell our viewers, what does that mean?
All right. Do you want me to take that?
Go for it.
All right.
Your story.
LVX, met a girl, her name was Lux. Thought it was a very interesting name, so I looked it up, and according to the World Wide Web, it means, it's Latin for light, and in Latin the U is shaped like a V. So we decided to do it in its original format and do LVX, because we think that, you know, the idea of light and kind of like the meaning that it has sort of is what we aspire to kind of create, you know, and really, I mean, it looks cool, so.
That's awesome. I had no idea. You know, LVX, it sounds good, but you don't know the meaning behind it. But you said something funny. Speaking of girls, okay, for all of our girl viewers out there, just by a show of hands, which of you guys are available? Oh, so okay, so you all got a special someone? All right, that's awesome. Sorry, ladies. But okay, you know, one more thing I want to do. I want to go down the line, and I'm just gonna say a word, and you just tell me the first word that comes out of your head. Okay? Not anything too crazy.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Okay.
Are you gonna censor these?
No, don't worry. That's why I took a lot of B-roll in case we have to cover up anything. Okay, so Jesse, clowns.
Circus.
Tucker, Columbus.
Awesome.
Alex, emo.
Not cool.
Cameron, green.
Blue.
Nice. That's awesome. Now, you know, I want to ask one more question and kind of, you know, on a serious note, what's next for you guys? You guys had an awesome show tonight. You guys got your new album. Where do you guys see yourself going next? What's the next step? What do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, you heard 3 new songs that aren't on the album, and so...
Anyways.
I'm sorry. You heard 4 new songs. Yeah, but he's counting. So you heard 4 new songs that aren't on this album. So we're gonna go back in the studio and record new music. We're gonna also tour with this album. I know we're gonna be in Cleveland and some kind of the tri-state area coming up, and then hopefully just, you know, gain a little bit of exposure every time we go out, and you know, just keep writing music and see if anyone likes it. So.
Well, that's awesome, guys. Thank you so much for having this awesome release concert. I mean, you guys are Columbus natives, so you're always welcome on the CW. And for more information about LVX, just go to www.lvxmusic.com. You guys are awesome. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
Cameron, thank you.
LVX is watching the CW Columbus.